Did you really think I'd be able to start this episode with happy-go-lucky fun? Maybe, actually. In the last episode, we did have the heartbreaking reunion of Raftalia and Rafina, although probably not the way that she would have liked. You can't always win. Although in this circumstance, could it have gone better? Well, yes, actually, there wouldn't be a giant monster now being summoned in the middle of the city. But at least we've displaced the local lord. Sit yourself down, get a drink, and let's watch the newest growth of Naofumi and the team. They've got a cool looking monster to fight though. On top of it. Philo is... They're still carrying the survivors out, aren't they? And so the character that the episode title mentioned. Could you really see Philo as a queen? She has a lot of growth to go before that's even contemplated. Unless you want your queen to be constantly hungry and eating everything in her surroundings. And running off to play hide and seek. But after this story is concluded, if the waves are cleared and there is a way back to, if I'm assuming, will there be much left for him? Will he be mentally coherent enough? Can you go back to office work after this? And of course there's still the plans of the king, the church, and everyone else. Abandon your posts, run away. I mean, they're not really expected to be able to take it down, but still. Those that aren't really fighters should stay far away from that. Really? You can't believe it? After everything else you've seen, everything you've heard about him and what he's been doing. He's found you. Yeah, you're not really in the place to escape or do anything. What else are you gonna do? The town is kind of forfeit. The fact that it can just push through the buildings as if it's polystyrene. Has she eaten something again? Well, I kind of hope to see how he's doing in the future, so as a leader, he needs to stay safe. Yep, so now she needs to go and do her job. You have to be okay so that she can tell you of the success. And after the news of this previous lord, or wherever he is, comes to light, there's going to be more uprisings. You know, if there are any more who are somewhat free. So why did the big monster thing kind of loose chase Philo for that time so they could climb on? Good idea. There's not really a more expedient way of getting outside, so sacrificing a few buildings and houses. I mean, was he really meant to hold it against her? I mean, they are gifts. He's not really expecting them back. You know, even though it's obvious, like 3D work, it's not quite as upsetting as some other recent things. In certain places, it's actually quite good. They're to make a last stand. Unfortunately, Philo didn't actually look as though she was effective in the slightest when she was kicking it. Oh shit. You know you're in a slight bit of trouble when the enemy can smash through his shield without actually looking as though it was much effort. Yeah, try for the non-scaled parts. Hopefully it doesn't go the same route as the zombie dragon. You know, munch. Did you manage to leave a mark? The fact that that stomp was able to make the ground into mere liquid in its shockwave. Hopefully he has a way to you know, do something that's not resorting to using the rage shield all the time as his last ditch effort. How many footsteps? Yeah, she must be excited. Do you think the big monster's just confused? Like, okay. He doesn't know what to target. With Nafumi standing there. Oh, jamming. Yeah, mouth agape. And so ascends? I thought it was going to be descending. It was the current queen. Why was she in the lake? What's the... Oh, that's a big bird. A little bit bigger than Philo at the minute. Dragon Empress fragment. Does it have proper sentience at this point? Okay, you can see a clear power difference. Although if that is the future that Philo has if she continues growing. Philo Queen used quick attack. You are already dead. And she removes the fragment. It would make discussions slightly easier. Does she have the transforming clothes like Philo, or is that just part of her power because she is the the queen? She part of legend or something? Either she inherited or it is the same one from long, long ago. I'm guessing, is this what... Asking the important questions. But... History... hero of history. Previous shield hero. It's only nice to give out your pleasantries. So she helped her out in the past without knowing anything about the being a queen. Does he just go strolling about? Is there a carriage? There is a carriage. And let me just take a strip of that. Is there a particular reason against the dragon thing other than curse? And have you seen that firsthand? Under control, sure. It's only been down to the wire several times. How did he take a strip off if Raftalia couldn't cut it with a blade or anything? Or was it just one of the wounds that the Queen opened up? Why did the birds have to bring along a carriage? Did they just know that they were going to run into people? If there was an instant teleport, why have the carriage? Just for looks, keep up the appearance. Slight difference in opinions there. Since her previous hero isn't here to say what to do. Perfect timing. They have definitely been through a lot today. And the danger of the immediate danger of the big monster is over. They can focus on healing up and whatnot. So you don't want to use the dragon in the shield, but eating it is fine. You'll probably be quite tough. Doesn't stop him though. Was there on to teach proper table manners? Ask your queen. They actually had some big pots. How would the Queen react to saying that, likening her flock to edible ingredients? Really? She's rather carefree walking the top of a wall like this. I'm guessing that has something to do with Naofumi himself. Yeah, about that. It's a kind of a long story. He's not the one that undid the seals. Yes. Always. Does that mean her shield hero? I'm just assuming shield hero because it's always a shield hero, isn't it? Was the same. They know of it in the terms of what they've been told. Aren't they? One to each country. But one place has been a bit greedy. Even if the other countries were asking for assistance, I'm guessing Merrimark's royalty isn't exactly going to give out aid. Rohan will not respond. But alongside the Filio Queen, who is protecting the rest of the world from the waves, are there other beings out there who are doing the same that we're going to come across? And also now that you know that the other countries and whatnot are suffering the same thing, even more reason to cross that border, no? One way to open a door. Ah, they are actually doing some research. How dare he say something reasonable with evidence to back it up? There's a lot of books. If you have nothing to hide, you wouldn't be trying to keep them out. What is she going to pull now? Is it the same kind of thing? Get them hated by the populace? Yep. They probably shouldn't be fighting amongst themselves, but while they each hold their own insecurities and other bullshit, and having their strings pulled, slightly difficult. That is a problem with living for extended periods. She taking things into her own hands. Not sure how that would directly help. Of course, then other countries might be able to summon new ones. Was that part of they were going to get rid of the shield here and then just bring in a new one? So yeah, I suppose. But everyone's so quick to jump on the eradication bandwagon. You've had, what, a few hours to talk and get to know each other? Now it's, oh well, guess they all have to die. And since the sword and bow heroes are doing their best to actually understand the situation, coming to some sort of middle ground definitely looks more plausible. You know, that is, of course, unless the princess does anything. But you know the length she's gone to so far. Wouldn't be surprising if she tries to get rid of anyone. Especially those that seem close to exposing something. Although, you know, if Naofumi could talk the Queen down from her current decision to go on a rampage, quite a useful new friend to have. Also, if he gets his name out there in the wider world, as going out and helping anyone in need, you know, not completely without recompense. And there should be a few backing him up when he comes back to have a few words with the current rulers. I either missed something, or it's not yet been fully explained. Was Philo and the dragon glowing because of some aggro skill, or the past fight with the zombie dragon and the maybe ingested dragon materials? Because, she does get affected by that curse shield. Rampage bird. But if the princess is out there scheming, making sure those two heroes don't go exploring where they shouldn't, who's looking after the spoilt child? Toddler even. That is the spear hero. Maybe she has a babysitter. But with the queen lasting for centuries, if everything goes to plan and the waves get fought off, does the same fate fall upon Philo in the future? I don't believe this is going to end with all the heroes smiling happily, holding hands. As long as by the end of it none of them are hung, drawn, quartered. It's looking up from where it is currently. But if you want to see the potential future, let me know. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to become more involved, check the links and join on my Discord. But for subsisting for hundreds of years, and admittedly by herself, her memory has started to fade. What if that order that was given to her, protect this place or whatever it was, becomes slightly warped? We've seen that kind of storyline somewhere. You can get some rest and a big KFC bucket of Phoenix down. But I'll see you in the next one. My patrons are the heroes of myth and legend, in the background making sure that the fat chicken that is my channel grows up big and strong. And honestly, I'm definitely fed thanks to the likes of Sal, Electric Ant, Arthea, Noku, Shiwan, Mecha, Jennifer Rojas, Stinsvire, Big Boy, Matt, Rasmus Paulson, Girly, Dark Shadow 7899, Raywin, and everyone else. And if you would like to keep my plumage pampered and preened, consider joining onto my Patreon as well.